What's up, guys? For anyone who was waiting for the Bro-Mitsfa video yesterday, I apologize. Um, it was just crazy. It, just stupid, ignorant, and just crazy stuff was happening in the Hangout, and so a couple of Google Hangouts off air, and some things were said, and some people, well, Firefish Dre, who was supposed to be doing the Bro-Mitsfa thing with me, he got upset, or maybe he was trolling. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. But trolling or not, or playing around or not, he was like, "Oh, me and another person who shall remain nameless could do the Bro-Mitsfa thing," and he was not gonna do it anymore, or whatever. So I was supposed to have Kingfo Jason on, but it just I didn't call it Kingfo Jason, and I didn't feel like doing it anyway. So I was like, never mind. Since Dre's not doing it, it's supposed to be a joint thing. It wasn't supposed to be solo. And if he was really about the change or whatever, he would have just came on and did it. Maybe he had personal things to do, but he should have just told me he had personal things to do instead of just like making up this little lie. Oh, me and such could do it ourselves, and he's not doing it anymore. So that was whack. But that's just to let y'all know why I didn't put out the Bro-Mitsfa with Kingfo Jason yesterday, who was supposed to be our special guest. But a few minutes ago, actually a few seconds ago, I saw a video drop from King Ace, and pretty much he was talking about Firefish Dre's video addressing the community, saying YouTube and anime community are lames. Now, YouTube anime and video game community are lames. Now, I think where King Ace was coming from, I could understand. I could understand his point. He makes a very good point. If you step outside the box and look in, they both make good points. But I think King Ace kind of misunderstood what Dre was initially trying to say. I don't think Dre was trying to say that people in the community are lames because of the fact that they like anime and manga, or because of the fact that they enjoy or they spend a specific amount of time watching anime and manga. I think Dre's point, if you watch the video, Dre's point to me was he had a problem with people who dedicates their life and who doesn't try new things out and just stays on the computer and stays on anime and manga. And Dre actually didn't mention anything. He actually didn't mention, as I rewatched the video, I don't think he mentioned the video game community in that video. So that's kind of a misleading title, because I don't think he mentioned the video game community, but I guess it was kind of what he was saying about the anime and manga community kind of applied to both, I guess. But he actually didn't mention the video game community. But I think that's more so where Dre was coming from. He was coming from the perspective of he was um he was trying to say that people who spend most of their time just sitting there on the computer or just sitting there invested in anime and manga, to him they're lame. Now, from King Ace's perspective, I can see where King Ace is coming from, because I too also had the same not the same opinion as Dre, but I had the same perspective as Dre, but mine was more so of a larger scale. I didn't necessarily have a problem with people who just invested their time in the community, and I think Dre was coming from that perspective too, where it's more so the people who complain about the community and the people who say they're living a certain life and who do this and who do that, and they mislead people, and they say and do specific things that we know aren't true. And that to me was the problem with the community. King Ace said it himself, everybody has their opinions. They're assholes in the community, they're good people, they're this, they're that, and it's a big range of people. But at the same time, what my perspective, where I was coming from, was I felt that from a subjective standpoint, I wasn't having any fun in the community. And it could have been to the point that I didn't know as much people as everybody else does, or whatever the case may be. I just felt that my videos were becoming repetitive. They're becoming repetitive, and I felt like I wasn't enjoying myself anymore doing this. I felt like I wasn't achieving anything within the actual community. So I felt like that was what's making the community whack to me. To me, it was whack because I felt like I wasn't achieving anything. Even though I was getting a lot of views, I didn't get that much subs, but I was getting a lot of views. I felt as though, things weren't progressing for me. But that's just me. And that's where I think King Ace was trying to say in this video is that Drake can't apply what's a problem, which Dre admitted to in the video, but what's a problem to him and what he had to see himself. Drake can't apply that to everybody else, which I did before. I'm a victim of that myself. I'm a victim of that myself. I can't apply what I see is a problem with me to everybody else. So with that being said, I can't look at myself and see that I'm unhappy with the community. And because of that unhappiness, I say that other people who are displaying the fact that they're unhappy with the community, at the same time, they can't do the things that I'm saying I can't do. So in other words, if I'm unhappy with the community, that doesn't mean a person who's spending 24/7 of their time on a computer isn't happy. If they're happy spending 24/7 on a computer at a time each day, then they're happy. I think the main point of this whole discussion was for people to be happy. So if you are happy watching anime and manga every day, 7 days a week, then that's you. It comes from the same perspective of, in my life, I don't want to get a normal, to me, my perspective, I don't want to get a normal job and just do the same routine every day and out. I want it to be more spontaneous. I want to go out and I want to travel the world and I want to be adventurous and I want to achieve certain things. But at the same time, there are certain people who are living a certain life that I say I don't want to live. Like they're working a 9 to 5, and some people don't have a problem with that. And if you don't, and if that makes you happy, then keep doing it if it makes you happy. So I think that's where there's been a separation of views. If it's making the person happy, now it's not to say that everything that makes a certain person happy is a good thing, because a person could be happy, but at the same time, their happiness could be an expense of others. So someone can be happy and other people are being hurt by it. If it comes from that perspective, then yeah, that person's happiness may have to be cut short. But in terms of just a person being happy and it's not affecting any other person, from that perspective, then yes, if you watch anime and manga 24/7 and it's no other person is being affected and you feel like you're satisfied with your life, then by all means watch anime and manga 24/7. But if you're watching anime and manga 24/7 and you're complaining about it and you don't want to do it, but at the same time you're going on the computer and saying, oh, you get girls and you do this and you do that, and you blowing up this big image of you of what people what you want people to think you are, but then you're not living that life, then that's when you have to get exposed. But other than that, if you're happy and content with your life and you're going on and you're watching anime and manga, or you're doing videos about video gaming, then by all means do that. But like I said, I can see King Ace's point. King Ace made a good point, and I had to really not be biased because I'm cool with Dre. Well, I think I'm cool with Dre. I can't be biased because I know Dre and I don't know King Ace. So I had to step out the box and I had to rewatch Dre's video and I had to watch King Ace's video and I had to see their perspectives. And King Ace made some very good points. I don't know if Dre is gonna make a video to respond to King Ace, but I just wanted to give my opinion on it because I also felt the same way. And because of that, me and Drake kind of had similar ideas, which is why we made the Bro-Mitsfa thing. And we decided to do it to make a change in the community. We had some ideas, which is on the last episode of the Bro-Mitsfa episode, volume 2. If you go check that out, it's on my channel of the Bro-Mitsfa. We actually discussed this topic and how we were going to change the community or whatever. But Dre is doing his big things. I'm more so focused on my real world life. Well, this is real world too, but I'm more focused on my life outside of the anime and manga community. I'm trying to get that under wraps before I come back and make any big changes. So far, so college is about to start up or whatever, because some people are already in school right now. But for me, college is about to start up in like a week, so I have to get that under wraps. But as far as where King Ace and where Dre is coming from, I see Dre's point and I see King Ace's point, but King Ace kind of made a bigger point in his video, which I do still think that he misunderstood Dre's point. Like I said, if King Ace watches this video, Dre wasn't necessarily attacking the people who spend most of the time in the community. I think he was more so attacking people who are living a fake life and who don't want to do the things that they're doing, but at the same time they're saying they're living a 24/7 I like anime and manga life while they're saying they're living another life. I think that's where Dre was coming from. And if that's not where he was coming from, then by all means, King Ace, like you had a very good point and your video was solid. But if that is where Dre is coming from, then I think you misunderstood Dre's point. But I did think King Ace made some valid points about everybody in the community is different, and if we're in the whole community is running off of opinions anyway. It's all based off of opinions. There's no big facts in the community. And I think the change that Dre was looking for is just a more so united change. We need to be more united, and no one is pressuring anybody to do anything because King of Lightning, Joten, all the dudes who are quote unquote big reviewers or dudes who get mass subs, they don't necessarily have to shed light on us. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do none of that stuff. They don't have to shout out. They don't have to do shout outs. They don't have to do any of that stuff. But at the same time, if we're all about the community and we're all about making this change or making a bigger picture and trying to help this community grow, trying to get more people involved in anime and manga, I think that we should all join together and try to expand the community if we're really trying to get the world to know about this stuff, because it's not as big as the video game community or any other community out there. So I think that's where Dre was coming from that perspective, and that's where I'm coming from too. If we really want to expand this and get more people to notice the anime and manga community, and for us to get shout outs like the dudes who are doing prank videos and getting asked to go to all these places and making these videos all over the place, all over the world. If we want to do the same thing for anime and manga community and get people to sponsor us so we could go travel places without spending a dime of our money. If we want animation to come and give us sponsors and do all that stuff in our videos, like a majority of a major a channel would do, then we need to join together and try to be a better community and try to expand. I think those are the perspectives of Dre and also me, but this is not about me. The point was that I saw King Ace's video and he made a lot of great points. I guess I'll leave the link to King Ace's video in the description and Dre's video in the description down below. You go to their videos and comment on their videos or comment on this video, and that's about it. I just wanted to make this quick discussion of why I didn't put out episode 3 of the Bro-Mitsfa. I don't know if it's continuing anymore. Like I said, that was my whole point of changing things. I didn't want to start a new segment. That's why I said I wasn't gonna make any more videos. But I asked Dre if he wanted to do the Bro-Mitsfa thing and whatever, and he was like, yeah. And now it's like the same cycle again, and now he's not doing whatever he had to do. And now I don't know if it's gonna continue, but I guess we'll figure that stuff out this week or next week. And if not, then I guess the Bro-Mitsfa is not continuing, and I'm not gonna put out any more videos unless it's like gameplay or whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to let you guys know my perspective on the whole King Ace's response to Dre. And if this video was too long, my bad. But that's about it. So leave your comments down below. The links to the videos will be in the description box down below. Man, and I'm out.